Hey everybody, it's Chris, MTGO's RexDart, and we're going to be playing a Painter Servant Grindstone deck in Vintage tonight. And this is one of the lists I wrote about 2 weeks ago. I was playing the Tesserator list for a little bit. Wasn't very happy with that. Some of my own play limitations as a player. Maybe I could have been a stronger pilot of it. But either way, I like this one. I feel is a little better fit for my abilities, such as they are with combo decks, which is not my preferred archetype, but it is kind of fun to occasionally just free roll some kind of turn one win. Most of you should be familiar with this from Legacy, but basically the combo is that Grindstone mills the opponent 2 cards. If they share a color, you repeat that. And Painter Servant makes all cards in libraries, hands, battlefield the same color, which you choose that color. So what's typically done is that you'll play him, you'll choose blue, that turns on your lands, can be pitched to force to protect the combo. Pyroblast will stop anything to protect the combo at that point. And of course in a field where there's a lot of blue decks, these are just solid cards anyhow. So that's the basic idea. You mill your opponent's entire library, and then he'll die on the draw step. So this features multiple draw engines here. Obviously, Thirst for Knowledge is one of the ones, with it having been unrestricted, that we're trying to explore here, and it's certainly a motivation for trying out the deck. Now, being 2 and a blue, it is kind of an expensive draw spell, and so I have some concerns about it against shops and against blue decks that pack a lot of things like Spell Pierce or Flusterstorm, but we're going to give it a shot here. We also have 4 Gush and a Fast Bond, so the Gush Bond draw engine is online here. The deck features a ton of fast mana, Mana Crypt, Lotus, all 5 Moxes, Sol Ring, Tolarian Academies in here, so there's certainly the possibility to go off very early, but you need this. This is a more mana intensive combo than Vault Key. You have to, if you're trying to just do this all in one turn, it takes 6 instead of the 4 for Vault Key. And if you're going to tinker into part of the combo, your main problem is that this requires 3 mana for the activation, so it's harder to tinker into the combo and go off immediately unless, excuse me, unless you, for instance, got a mana drain off the previous turn, or if you have Gush Bond going up where you have a bunch of extra mana floating. So it is possible, but it's a little more difficult than it is with Vault Key. But of course, with Vault Key, you would have to have some other win condition. The original list, I believe, was playing Blightsteel Colossus. When I started playing that, I wasn't getting anywhere with it because it was too easy for them to deal with the Blightsteel Colossus. It just gets plowed or Jace bounced or something like that. So Battlesphere, I thought, even though it takes an additional turn, possibly 2, depending on your opponent, to kill them, it just felt like a better win condition, certainly for the main deck. And it has the same weakness to Hercule's Recall or what have you. So I'm not sure this is an improvement or not, but I think it's a credible change. The counter permission suite is a little light. Obviously, the 5 red blast effects here are solid in most matches, but apart from that, you're just looking at the 4 Force of Wills and the 3 mana drains. So it's not as control-y as some combo control decks are, but it is explosive, and it does have the ability to play multiple copies of its combo pieces, unlike Vault Key. So it has some upsides here. The sideboard, which I just took from the guy who played it in the daily event, he's got a couple Tormod's Crypts, 3 Ley Lines as his Dredge Hate. In a pinch, you can bring in these Ingot Chewers here and cast them for Evoke. It might pull up one of your Moxes if you have one on the field, but otherwise it's going to go to the graveyard and get rid of their bridges if you think that's an issue. Couple of Ancient Grudge to go with these guys for shops, as well as the 2 Dak Fadens, and then Notion Thief here for the blue matches, which is why we have a couple of Underground Seas in the main here. So I'm not sure if 2 is really what you want here, but I guess it does also allow you to hard cast a Ley Line if it comes to that. Your first one gets Nature's Claimed or something like that. So anyways, so that's the deck, and I'm going to take it through the 2-man queues here tonight. So I hope you enjoy the videos, and I will see you just in a second for some match play footage. Hey everybody, it's Chris, MTGO's RexDart. Sorry, you'll have to bear with me. I have a little bit of allergies or something here this week. Let's see. So, don't have a lot going on here. I've got a Red Blast and a Dig. I'm quite a bit away from being able to cast it. I think I need to mulligan to some bit more action. This is fine. I can run the Tarn out there. I'll have Red Blast up. If it's a blue mirror, not bad. Then I've got Gush, Mana Drain. Potentially on turn 2, you don't usually want to Gush that early though. Wait till turn 3. I'm going to keep land. Well, I'd just be shuffling it away if I end up having the Red Blast, but I know I am going to want a third mana. I think we'll keep it. Alright, so let's see what my opponent is on here. Sapphire, Flooded Strand, and then he's going to pass the turn. Alright, I'll go ahead and draw that Vault, and then ship the turn back. Preordain. Alright, then he's going to ship the turn back as well. Okay. Guess I will go ahead and fetch here. Let's see, I want to get the drop. Do I just want additional red? Let's see, I've got 2 Gushes in hand. If I did rip a fast one, I'd want to be able to cast it. Guess I'll get the drop. Alright, so still not 100% sure what my opponent's on here. We did get a blue mirror, which is good. Alright, so I don't think I want to see if I went for a Gush and he mana drained it. I could mana drain back. And I would have mana drain and Red Blast up. But I think I don't need to go for that yet here. Or do I want to? I think I'll wait. So I'm not much of a combo player. Ordinarily, I'm the one trying to play vintage with beaten down with fair creatures and whatnot. So this is certainly different for me, but I did want to try out some of the Thirst for Knowledge decks here and kind of see how they went. So let's see. So again, I can, just to go over my options here, I can float. I can float the red and the blue. No, I think I want to wait. I'm going to wait here. I think he's going to do something on his turn that I want to be able to fight over, and then I will try to make my move back on my turn. Mystical Tutor. Well, I'm not that afraid of anything he's going to get here. I think I can counter. It's most likely going to be blue. Okay, so he just Mysticaled for Ancestral. Alright, he's not gonna go for it right now. Okay. That's not bad. Kind of wanted to keep hitting my land drops there. So let's see, I could cast the Grindstone, play the Academy, and still be advancing the board here. Alright, so he's gonna wait to pull the trigger here. Alright, going for something now, so he's going for a Pyromancer. Going to try to mana drain that. Okay, now he's going to Ancestral. So, excuse me, I could Red Blast that, or I could just Gush in response here. I think I'm going to Gush. So I got a Brainstorm and a Mox. So I could cast the Brainstorm here and try to find. I think I'm just going to go ahead and Red Blast the Ancestral. Okay, he's got a Flusterstorm on the Red Blast. Well, he's going to be able to Flusterstorm that and the Mana Drain, so that was well played by him. Oh, this is unfortunate. Yeah, I'm getting mauled here. We're losing this one. So, what's he going to take? Probably, like, take one of my draw spells here on the flashback. Leaves him with a Pyromancer and an Elemental. I would presume he would take the draw spell and not the combo piece. Okay, he took the Mox Pearl just to turn off the Academy. Okay, interesting. Alright. So let's see, so I could just cast the Grindstone and try to use that again. See if he has a mental misstep or something. No, okay, we're not going to draw that out. Let's try to resolve the brainstorm here. See if perhaps he was saving mental misstep for that. He's tanking on it, trying to figure out if he wants to counter it or not, I guess. I think if he had mental misstep, this would be an easy decision to counter, so maybe he's mulling over whether to force this. He certainly leaves me with not a lot of momentum, and him with a pretty nice board if he does. I mean, I've got the gush left, but that's it. And then I would have the, okay, alright, he let that go. Oh, that's not bad at all. Okay, so put the 2 lands back on top, cast the Lotus, and just hold up Pyroblast, I guess. Okay. There's no reason to try to go for the gush here, I don't think. Wouldn't have enough to cast the combo. All I'll be doing is drawing 2 lands back, so could have considered casting the top there, but I think I wanted to hold the Pyroblast up. Well, I guess I'm going to have to try to counter that. He'd be at, let's see, he's going to put me at 16 and then 12. I don't know. Alright, he's going to force. Alright. Like I say, I mean, I can gush in response here, but I'm really getting blown out by another. I think I just need to try to weather the storm here. Regrowth? You've got to be kidding me. do I need to gush in response to this? No, he's down to 1 card. I mean, now, I'm only going to get those 2 lands. What is he going to do? I think he's got it. He's going to hit me to 16 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Next, down to 10 next turn. And then on the other time walk turn, hit me down to like 2, I think. So if he's got a lightning bolt or something, that should be game. Regrowth, huh? Okay. That's one that, since it got unrestricted, haven't really seen a lot of action. And he's got a gush. So he might be getting close. He's going to get me down to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, right now he would have me at 2 at the end of his next turn. Thankfully, it's not a Monastery Mentor, so that's not going to grow it. I think if he had a Yogg Will here or something. No, that wouldn't. It didn't have a Lotus. Taxian Probe. Alright, I think he needs one more spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put me at 1. Yep, alright, he got it. Alright, so we've got a blue mirror here. I think I want the Notion Thieves. And what do I want to cut? Let's see. Tinkered Battlesphere is actually kind of weak. I kind of wish I had now the the Blightsteel actually against him, but it's not a very strong against his deck. This stuff's all nice. Mana drains. Yeah, maybe I cut the Battlesphere. That really leaves me with only the combo. What if he brings in Null Rod? And I would need artifact removal if he does. That's awkward. Yeah, cut one of the Thirsts. Yeah, I really feel like I can't cut that because then I have no win con against Null Rod unless I want to bring in artifact removal, and that seems dodgy against him. Like I could bring in an Ancient Grudge just to be, I don't know. Yeah, maybe we just bring in the one Notion Thief. Okay, let's try that. I'm not sure. Maybe I should be trying to play the Dax. This is another draw engine. But yeah, I feel like this, as bad as this is against his Pyromancer and stuff, at least it does do a lot of damage still. I mean, I think I'm still primarily having to win with the combo. Well, if that's the case, maybe I need to, just in case, bring in a Grudge. So I think I will bring in a Grudge and take out let's see. I got another. I kind of hate to take out more. Take out one of the tops. All right, let's try that. Okay. Let's see. So this hand has some counter magic. Can't play a mana drain on turn 1. Ugh, boy, I don't know. This has no draw spells, no momentum at all. It does have one half of the combo. I think my gut is I probably need to mulligan that. I mean, now if he has a lousy opening hand, then maybe it's not that big a deal, but I don't like it. Well, and this is pretty weak. If I had a way to cast the fast power, I think I'll keep it, but Time Walk, huh? Yeah, I guess I can keep that. I'm at the island. Let's go ahead and cast the Grindstone, I guess. See if he blows a misstep, that's fine. There's more where that came from. I'd rather get to rip a green source and go off of the fast bond there. Alright. Give me a fetch land here. So yeah, the playing these blue mirrors here. I noticed that the deck really, again, against something that has like Flusterstorms and stuff, that's really quite a trump. Oh, let's see. Well, I could float the 2, gush, replay something. If I gush into a green land, then I'm gold. So I want to save the... Okay. Huh, okay, I didn't hit one. That's stinky. Okay. Well, I guess I will just play back out the island. Then I'm at 3, 5, 6. Now I'm nowhere near being able to cast the dig. That's unfortunate. Okay, all right, that sucks, but mystical tutor for ancestral again, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really just hit some blanks here this match. He certainly outplayed me on the Flusterstorm exchange. I mean, that is absolutely true. But there's a lot of stuff that I could have drawn there that would have let me actually keep some velocity going and do something, and nothing. At the moment, he doesn't have any pressure here, so he has no black mana source to Cabal Therapy me with. Okay, he's going to cast the Ancestral. Am I going to let it resolve, or I think I do. I can't throw away that dig. That's about the only thing I've got going for me in this hand. Scalding Tarn, where were you when I needed you, sir? And there's a Pyromancer. So I can force this and hope he's got nothing else. If I let this go, I've got no other pressure here, nothing. See, what am I at my next turn? Play a land. I mean, I'm nowhere close to playing this dig unless I rip something anyways. I guess we're going to have to. Alright, he's going to force back with the Preordain. Alright, well, we're going to have to rip something. Not that, my good friend. Not that. Time Walk, huh? Yeah, alright. This game's going about the... This guy's drawing all his restricted cards. Every game. Gotta give it to him. And the regrowth. Alright, we're done with this. Have a good one. Alright, this is Chris, MTGO's RexDart. We're going to try another one with the Grindstone deck. We've got the same opponent here playing Grixis Pyromancer. He's on the play. I think this hand is okay. I've got Red Blast. I've got 2 Grindstones stuck in hand. Got Thirst potentially to do something with one of them, but it's not as strong against him, certainly on the draw, where he has like way more counter magic than me. I'm gonna mull. This hand is okay. I'm gonna get a scry, so I can hard cast a Gush if I want there, I guess. Alright, so he mulled to 6. I'm going to keep. Getting the scry is, I think, better on the draw. Certainly you're not tripping over your own fetch lands and everything. Okay, wow, he kept 3. Now, the way things are going here, I could still, this could still be very bad. Alright, I think I want to keep the Force, because I suppose he has probably like one threat that I'm probably going to need to be able to deal with. It's going to be unfortunate if he's like Land, Mox, Pyromancer or something. Well, there's half the equation. Oh, okay, it's all mana sources. Okay, so we're hopefully good for this one. I don't know. I'll play the Volk, Pearl, Lotus, and pass the turn. Treasure Cruise, huh? Okay. All these delve spells that I'm nowhere near being able to do anything about. I can hard cast the Gush, but that feels like a bad use of what I've got here. I'm probably just going to pitch it to Force, and then at some point I'll have my delve spells. To refuel. Alright, there's another island. Alright, once we actually have some kind of counter war here, I'll be able to burn the Lotus and cast the delve spells. Alright, he's going to Merchant Scroll for, I suppose, an Ancestral. We're going to go ahead and Pyroblast that. Okay, there's a Tarn. Now we're getting pretty close. Sol Ring, okay. Interesting to play Sol Ring in that. Alright, get a drop. Alright, so we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exiling 1 if I want to dig here. Or I can wait and Gush. Probably do that. Let's see. I think that's the play. Okay. Alright, we're going to go ahead and tap for blue here. And then I'm going to Gush. Okay. And then I guess I will replay a land. Play the fetch. get another Volk here. I'm going to get a Trop in case I draw into a fast bond. Good, okay. Alright. Let's see. So I'm going to cash in the Lotus, and then let's see, attack that for blue, and then I can Treasure Cruise. Let's dig. Exile. Let's see, if I exile all 5, then that leaves me with 2 mana floating. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I could hard cast a Force. Right, okay. Alright. Blue. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Well, I guess I might as well get the combo pieces because I've got Force back up here. Alright, so let's get the Painter's Servant and the Grindstone. So let's see, I don't have enough to play them all out and activate, so I may as well use the mana I've got left here. Go ahead and play the Painter's Servant. See if he's got a mana drain or something. Alright, gonna name blue. Okay. And then do I want to go ahead and play the Grindstone out? Yeah, probably. I have double Force back up here because I can now pitch a tropical island. Alright. Alright, he's going to activate his Misty. Alright, now he's going to Gush. So I could counter that, or I could Red Blast it. I think we'll Red Blast it. I've still got double up here. And you could have a Flusterstorm or something here later. I know 2 of the cards in his hand are... Okay, he's going to Force. Could his last card be Flusterstorm? If it is, do I want to... Well, if his last card is... Well, he's got a lot of mana. What's he going to do this turn? Let's hold off. I'm going to let it resolve. About the only thing he can actually do is Time Twister. That's weird. Alright, I guess I'm going to force that. Alright, okay. So we'll go to sideboarding. Alright, now let's see, last time, say the Thirsts are kind of bad against him because of his better counter magic and the Flusterstorms. Now maybe there's some tactical window for using these that I kind of need to find. but I wasn't enamored with that. Dak has the problem of him being able to apply a lot of pressure. See, last time I brought in an Ancient Grudge. I still don't know if he's got No Rod, but it would make sense. So I think I'm going to still bring in an Ancient Grudge and a Notion Thief and cut one of the Thirsts. I think I still cut both of the Thirsts. Yeah, I don't think my deck is set up very well against, which is fair. I mean, combo control deck is not supposed to have the advantage over an aggro control deck. That's the point of the aggro control deck, is to be able to get down some early pressure and then try to leverage it, and that's always been a good strategy against a control or the more controlling deck. Alright, so we'll be on the draw here. Okay. I think this hand is okay. Again, the fast bond is a little dead in here unless I draw green land. I do have a Thirst. I mean, this is really a specky hand. I mean, the Ancient Grudge is not going to come online unless I need it later. The fast bond is not really doing anything. I can't cast the Notion Thief. I've got, I don't know. This hand doesn't do an awful lot. It's really leaning on that Thirst that I can't protect. I think I'm talking myself into mulliganing this because what's my first turn? If I had this was a Sapphire and had a Mana Drain. I mean, yeah, sure, I could keep some hands. But this just doesn't do anything. If I had if I had green mana for the fast bond, maybe, but even then, it's not like I have a turn 1 Thirst here. It's fine for me to dump that in the graveyard. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've talked I think I've talked myself into mulliganing this. Let's wait and see what he does, but that's my inclination at this point. Alright, he kept. This is okay. I don't have any way to protect any of this stuff, but I do have. I think I'll keep it and then see. Okay, Red Blast. Yeah, we'll keep that. So I'll be able to cast a Grindstone and a Tinker and have Red Blast up at some point in the early game here. If he blind Cabal Therapies me, he seems to have a preference to Cabal Therapy the Thirst for Knowledge, which again, his deck is strong against it. That's an expensive draw spell compared to everything that he's playing, and he's the one with the Flusterstorms, so I wouldn't be that afraid of the Thirst for Knowledge, but I guess it's just something he figured is in the deck. So, and it's a good draw engine, and that's why I'm trying to feature it here. I just don't feel like, and I could be wrong here. If you have a different take on this, let me know in the comments. I'd be curious, but my gut is that Thirst for Knowledge is not the greatest in this matchup, just because he just has so much more counter magic. Me trying to play an expensive draw spell just seems like I'm playing into his hands. Alright, so he's played out a Misty and appears to be passing the turn, or at least going to second main. Alright, so there's the Red Blast. So we're going to play the Valk, we're going to play the Mox Jet, and we're going to play the Sol Ring. And do I want to cast the Grindstone this turn? What am I looking at doing next turn? Tinkering the... See, next turn with Grindstone up, I'm going to have this land. I'm going to pay blue and 2 for Sol Ring. I can tinker into the Painter's Servant. And then if that's good, that leaves me... if I spend this plus that, that leaves me 1, 2. So not enough to activate the Grindstone. I still probably play it out here. Alright, so let's see what he's got. I could always draw into more fast mana or something where I could make that play. Okay, he's going to Vamp Tutor in his upkeep. Oh, he's going to Vamp Tutor on my end step. Okay. Alright, this is one of those situations where I could really mess with him with some mill here. Alright, so I Vamp Tutor for a Ponder. Alright, he chose to shuffle, so he's got a blind card. He didn't like whatever he saw there. Tolarian Academy. So he's got no mana up. Okay, so I drew into a Volk there. So let's say we tinkered away the Mox Jet. This is still the same conclusion I had before there. If he's got a force, I feel like I'm up a game. That's bad logic. You shouldn't say I'm up a game. I may as well go for it. But let's see. I can play out the Volk. Should I go for the Tinker? The only thing he can do here is force it. And then I can Red Blast. If he had to force again, he'd be down a lot of cards at that point. Let's see. 1, 2. Blue. Is there anything else I could tinker for the... Yeah, I think I want to... I should wait. Hang on. Maybe I should do it next turn when I can do it all at once, but now he is tapped out, and so I feel like this is the time. Let's go for it. 1, 2, 1. Blue. We're going to tinker. Mox Jet. Alright, he's going to force. Alright, and then I'm going to Red Blast the force. Alright, so Tinker's good. So the question here is, I could get the Battle Sphere and try to win that way. Now, if he has Hurkyl's Recall, that would be terrible. The alternative is I can get this Painter's Servant, and I have nothing to protect it with. I haven't seen bolts, but if he has one, if he has a bolt, it would certainly be better to go with Battle Sphere here. If not, then it's obviously better to go for the Painter's Servant. Now in this case, I would probably not name blue because I don't want his Red Blasts to turn on. So I think I'm going to go for it. We're going to name green. Alright. So let's see here. He doesn't have red. Now he would have red. Okay. Could he have Jace? Yeah, there's a lot of things he could have here that I wasn't expecting him to have that suddenly Lotus makes possible. So if you remember, my main concern was gifts. Huh? Okay. Alright, so he's got a gifts. Right now he's got a Tolarian Academy that's doing nothing. Okay, alright, he scooped. So, yeah, I don't think there was a gifts pile that was getting him out of that, but I guess if there was, he didn't feel like trying to find the way to look for it. So, alright, so we're going to soldier on here, so join me for more matches shortly. Hey everyone, it's Chris, MTGO's RexDart. I'm still playing with the Painter Servant Grindstone deck. So let's see, we are on the draw here, and really I don't have much. I've got a mana drain on turn 2. I've got that's about it. Turn 2 on the draw, mana drain. I'm not a fan there. Alright, he's kept 7. I'm gonna mull this hand. Alright, well, this will keep. And do I want that third land there? Well, it would certainly be nice if my opponent is on shops. I think I'll keep it. I'd like to have a couple of fetch lands there. Alright. My opponent's leading on Black Lotus. Ancient Tomb, yeah, we're looking at shops here. Lodestone Golem, yep. Alright. You, my friend, are the one that should have been restricted. I'm going to play the fetch instead of the island, just in case he has strip mine. My opponent is taking a while here. But yeah, I need the like the ability to try to resolve something here. yeah, there you go. He did in fact have a strip mine. Thorn of Amethyst. Yeah, there's no way I'm winning this. Well, the good news is my combo pieces are still castable. If I just drew into them naturally, but then getting to 3, not very likely to actually activate it. There you are, a little bit too late. Alright. Well, yeah, all I can actually manage to do here is cast Grindstone, which, if that were an out, he strip mines the island here. Yeah, he can strip mine anything here to prevent me from, like, forcing his follow-up play. I could just play the Grindstone, and then next turn, theoretically, if I just drew Painter's Servant off the top, I could play it, but yeah, that's a very small sequence of events that could actually get me to winning this. I'm probably better off just not showing him what I'm on. I mean, maybe I should play to that out, but I mean, literally, it's I'd have to top deck Painter's Servant followed by a third land. So this turn he give me out 10. Next turn if I had drawn it. Trinisphere. Yeah. Well, I guess I may as well counter that since he's given me the option here. Trying to think what I could draw that would, if there's anything I could draw that would get me out of that. Tinker's going to cost way too much. Yeah, I don't really think I have much in the way of outs here. Excuse me. Oh, never fails. Always manage to get a cold right when I'm trying to record in the fall. Doesn't change the clock at all. Oh, now he's got a Ravager, so he's that version. Okay. Mox Jet. Well, let's see, I could actually cast a Brainstorm here, I suppose. I don't know what I would brainstorm into, but I guess it's possible. I'm not going to need the red for anything against him, so I may as well just get a basic island and hide as much information as possible. Yeah, okay, there's nothing here that's getting me out of this. Alright, so we're going to scoop. Alright, so I have done okay against shops here with this in tournament practice. See if I can remember how I was boarding. Let's take out those effects there. Adding in the Dax, Ancient Grudge, Ingot Chewer, and then I think I will take out Tinker for Battlesphere isn't that great, but it does give me a blocker. Can't remember if I was leaving this in or taking this out. I think I'll take out a couple of Thirsts and bring in more Ingot Chewers there. I could just take this out and figure that with enough artifact removal I can take care of a Null Rod. I don't really need another, but apart from like this having Flash being playable against Tangle Wire, it's not really something I want to screw with. It just gets tapped down then anyways. Oh yeah, we're bringing the extra mountain, and I think I'll cut I don't know, Mana Drain is good there. Yeah, maybe I will just cut the Battlesphere. Okay, I think that's right. I'm not gonna really ever be able to hard cast it. I guess there are situations where I could want to tinker for it, but he's the aggro version, so he's gonna have stuff that he can clog up the board with. Yeah, I think that's okay right there. I'm gonna play first. Well, not really what I was looking for here. I don't have any counter magic. I'm not going to be able to cast that DAC on curve with him. I better mulligan this. This is not fantastic either. I guess the saving grace here is maybe I can force something on turn one. The question is it better to, is 5 better than this? Really would like something, since I'm on the play, with some more mana sources here. If I don't dig a second mana source off of the scry, I'm in a lot of trouble with this one. I'm going to try it, but it's risky. It could be that going to 5 was right there, but if I do hit a second mana source, I think I can make this work. And there are a lot of 5s that would have been hot garbage there, so alright, so we got a Jet and an Ancient Tomb, Thorn of Amethyst. Well, I'm probably going to have to force that. My question is, do I want to force that with the Tinker or force it with Mana Drain? If I do hit the second land drop, which I'm kind of planning, I'm in trouble if I don't, then presumably Mana Drain will be active for me next turn. And I'll just have to buy some time, because, yeah, I mean, trying to get to this, running out the Painter Servant and then tinkering into the Grindstone is a good plan, but I think I'm going to pitch the Tinker and hope that I can have Mana Drain up on the next turn. I think that that's probably correct. If I don't draw another blue here, I'm in a little trouble anyways. Mana Crypt. Well, that certainly makes the that makes my choice look very terrible right there. Thank you, Mana Crypt, for doing that to me. I just tinker the Mana Crypt into anything right now. Alright, well, we're going to run it out. And I'll go ahead and cast a Painter's Servant. We're going to name, I took all those out. I'm still going to name blue so that my forces are active. I do have to say that I think that the Chalice restriction, it is nice that you know they can't just back up a Lodestone with a Chalice on 0 and lock you out of your artifact mana. Tangle Wire is really annoying there. I'm really wishing I had the blue. Okay. Alright. I think in the old days I could have tapped this down and it wouldn't have done me damage, if I remember right. Okay. Hey, I want to flip. Alright. Well, there's Grindstone, so if I can get to actually play it, and, you know, a lot of his stuff, that is a nice feature here, at least a lot of his stuff, you know, Lodestones and things like that aren't going to increase the cost of Grindstone, so that going for me. Alright, so he's going to tap those 3. He could still run out Ravager or something here. Null Rod would be the problem for me. I hope it's not Null Rod. I certainly would have brought it in, I think, in his position, although I don't know what these hanger back aggro decks, maybe they just can't afford to run Null Rod. Alright. Win me another flip. Yeah. Gotta love Heads. Heads is doing it. Alright, well next turn I should be able to play the Grindstone if he doesn't have another Tangle Wire here. Hopefully no Strip Mine. A lot of ways this plan could go bad. Very quickly. Trinosphere here. Oh yeah, that's gonna... Nope. Okay, he had another Tangle Wire. Alright. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Come on. Oh, no. Hang on. Can't really do anything with that mana, so... Alright. Why don't I have Shimmer Mirror? Alright, well the question here is my... I'm gonna have... Oh, it's a Mox Pearl. Oh, I think we might be in business here. Cast the Mox Pearl. And cast the Grindstone. Alright. Gotta have an answer for that then. Alright. Yeah, if he has Null Rod, that would do it. But I don't... Or if he has some way to... Phyrexian Revoker, probably. I think he would have that. That's more likely. Alright, so he scooped. Okay, so am I still fine with that as the position? I think so. So go to game 3. Yeah, he probably, with Ravagers and Hangerbacks, probably they're not playing Null Rod, so he's probably, excuse me, probably just on the Phyrexian Revokers, which would be a problem for me, that's absolutely true. Alright, so, well, you know, if I was guaranteed that the top of my deck was like Scalding Tarn, if I was guaranteed it was Scalding Tarn, that this has something going to it, that is for sure. I could force with Brainstorm his first play. Really, could I survive? I could force with Ancestral the second play, but god, then yeah, the hands. Oh boy, it's so close for a no land hand. Oh, well, okay, this will work. This will work. I think we're fine here. We'll keep that. And Basic Mountain, yes, I will draw that, sir. Alright, Ruby Wasteland. I'm going to get a Chalice for 1. Okay. Alright, let's see. Okay, well, you definitely should have Chaliced for 0. So I'm going to play the Lotus. And the Pearl. And then I guess I'll play the Basic Mountain. Should I blow the Chalice? It's only really stopping Brainstorm right now. If I do blow the Chalice, what is my position? Am I probably cracking the Black Lotus to Thirst next turn? Or I could play the Valk and Brainstorm now. potentially still do something. No, I'd have to. No, sorry. I still have to. I'd have to blow the Lotus for red to Ingot Chewer. I think we'll just. God, see the chalice is not really killing me here. I think, okay, I will go ahead and blow it, and then what is the plan then, though? Then the plan has to be to crack Lotus to Thirst in response to whatever he's doing, and use the other one to cast the Brainstorm. I think I'll just do it all now. Okay. So blow the chalice. Alright. I can do it now, or I can do it on his turn. I think I'll wait. Trinosphere, huh? Okay. Alright, let's, what should I do first here? I'm going to crack this for blue. Do I want to Brainstorm first or Thirst? Go Thirst first. Some more cards that way. Let's see, what do I want to discard? I can discard an artifact or discard two. Can't really afford to discard the land there. Oh, are you kidding me? It spent the, oh my god, it spent the 3 blue. I meant to tap the Mox Pearl. That's a mega fail there. Okay. Jesus. I'm going to have to untap and spend the 3. Alright, we're going to discard the Gush and the Brainstorm now at this point, since I've screwed it up so royally. I can discard the Painter's Servant. Hope to draw on one later, but I need that. We're going to discard the Gush and the Brainstorm. That's terrible. I meant to spend the white with it there, but sadly that did not work out. Alright, well, at least this happened, so 2 white, Ancestral Recall. Okay. Alright, what has he got? Could be a aggro piece. Crucible. That is really annoying. Okay. Sol Ring, huh? Unfortunately, with everything costing 3. Excuse me. So let's see if I played the Volcanic Island. 1, 2, 3 for Sol Ring. And then Sol Ring and 1 from the Pearl to play, or just hold up Force of Will at that point. Or I could hold this open to mana drain something, but I think it's likely he would waste land before his play. Seems likely. Yeah, I'm going to assume he would be playing this correctly, so I'm going to run that into Sol Ring and then have Sol Ring and Mox Pearl up so that I can have force available, I think. The other thing, I could run out the Painter's Servant, or I could run out the Mox. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right now I'm at 6, but I'll be decked down at 5 when he wastelands. I think I'm better hold open the Force of Will, though. There's a possibility he doesn't have another land. He missed his drop last time, so he could just waste the Volk and replay it. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Is he paying life for here? Phyrexian Metamorph. To like copy, I guess probably to copy with like the Sol Ring maybe? Is he that low on mana? I'm gonna go ahead, I think, and force that. Alright. Metamorph down. I think he's constrained on mana here. Alright, so here I can basically play everything out if I want. 1, 2, 3 into Mox Ruby, and then 1, 2, 3 into Painter's Servant, and I can even hold the Trop. 1, 2, 3 Mox Ruby. 1, 2, 3 Painter's Servant. And just hold the Trop. No reason to throw it out there yet. Oh, he's hit his 4, so we're going to see a hanger back for 2. Okay. Mox Jet, huh? Alright. 1, 2, 3. Well, I've got some mana here. If I get into any of my draw spells, you know, they're pretty much all live. Even Gush, as long as I hold on to that Trop. He's got... Okay, yeah, Dismember. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. So... I guess that makes a case for maybe just holding on to that and not playing it out. It's just going to grow his hanger back. And hey, 1 turn too late for that Grindstone there, buddy. Maybe I just mill him to just get... no, none of his stuff will share colors. I can incrementally kill you. Let's see, okay, well... 1, 2, 3... Drew you 1 turn too late, my friend. Actually, I really don't want to mill him. He can play land cards from his graveyard. No! Yeah, he'll kill me with Hangerback Walker long before that would ever do anything. Oh, Metamorph, huh? Yeah, okay. Now, he's done something very clever there, which is he can activate... If I do drop a Painter's Servant, he can activate Grindstone in response to me. So I actually now need to draw Painter's Servant and an artifact removal spell. Again, I have plenty of mana here. All I need is if I had a draw spell or something to kind of get going. He's going to start attacking. I don't know what he's holding on to. There, he's got 4 mana. It could be big spells like Worm Coil or Forge Master or something like that. Could be more Dismembers. Alright, he's going to waste the Tarn. Should I just get another island here? Yeah, I've got the Trop in hand, so I can just get another island here. And another Hangerback Walker. Alright. Now he has tapped out. Okay, Treasure Cruise. That's not bad. So I think we're going to cruise here, that's for sure. Okay, and I'm going to have to play blue. Hey, and there's an Ancient Grudge. Terrible, terrible against Hangerback Walkers. See, I could blow his Crucible, but that's not really getting me anywhere. I know I have to blow his Grindstone at some point. Let's see. I guess I'm going to go ahead and blow his Grindstone. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Suppose I could run a C out. You just waste it and bring it back. That's fine though. It's fueling towards dig if I ever get there, so I may as well play the thing. Let's see, so I'm at 14. He's gonna be able to hit me here for 6. Or he can hit me. Yeah, either way the clock is the same. He's got the whole play set here. Alright, he's gonna do that. I'll float a blue, pretend I have something. Yeah, you used your land drop for the turn, so you're still just at 4 mana there. Alright, well if I get to a Painter Servant, you know, if I can get kind of draw spell to get to a Painter Servant, I'm getting close here. He may have another Dismember, of course, that would be a Divining Top, huh? Okay, back into play the top. Alright, let's peek. Alright, so I've got a Painter Servant on top. And I've got Gush. Let me make sure I get this right here. Alright, so I can play a land, cast Painter Servant for 3, but then I don't have enough mana. I'm not dead next turn. I could wait, play 2 Painter Servants, draw the Painter Servant next turn, get the Painter Servant, or I could Gush into 2. If I Gush, returning, and float 2. Okay, so if I take the Gush, let's say I order, I've got 5 minutes left here, so I can. If I take the, if I put Gush on top, I top into Gush. Then I'm going to draw top and Painter's Servant with the Gush. But the Gush is going to cost 3, yeah, so it's not going to get me anywhere. If I play the, yeah, okay. So I think I want to, let's see, I can play the Painter's Servant for 1, 2, 3, play a land, but I can't activate. So I think I want to wait and have 2 Painter's Servants next turn, since I can't activate anyways. No, I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Yeah, I could still do that, and that way if he had a Dismember, it wouldn't matter. So we'll put the Gush, and then both the Painter's Servants. Just make sure I don't want to do that. If I do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, untapped, I have 5. Yeah. If I played the Trop and grudged the Trinisphere, does that change the math? 1, 2, 3. No, it doesn't. It doesn't change the math. Okay. I'm just gonna wait. Ah, he's got another Megamorph. That's, oh my god, that's so horrible. Well, he's not gonna be able to activate it, so that's fine. He's got another, just doubled his 3-ball. That doesn't matter. Okay. Alright, so he's going to take me to 2 here. Alright, he can't even Dismember now because he only has the Wastelands, and Trinisphere and Phyrexian mana works differently than that. So I don't even need to do that. So I can just drop the Painter's Servant, and he can't. So I'll play the Trop. 3. Play the Painter's Servant. He says, of course. Well, I'm sorry I'm a slow player, buddy. I'm trying to narrate the match. You know, so you try recording. Yeah, he's not happy about that. But yeah, you know, that's why it's a combo deck. Enjoy your next 10 minutes of wait. Yes, be a charming person. Go 314. Lose with class. Lose with class. Hey, I understand. You know, I used to get very frustrated with people like double queuing and stuff like that. But you know, again, as I play in the 2-man queues here, you know, I'm trying to record and walk you through everything that I do. So apparently he's just going to go ahead and let me sit here for 10 minutes so that he takes the scoop. So I'll go ahead and end the match here. But that'll have to wrap up the coverage for tonight. But thank you very much for joining me today and for taking a look at the Grindstone deck. Again, I've really had a good time playing with it, and maybe you want to sleeve it up and give it a shot too. So anyways, if you have any, as always, if you have any comments about the deck or play decisions or anything like that, feel free to drop me a line in the comments. Let me know what you think. You know, good or bad. I'm always glad to find, you know, people enjoying the videos. I bumped into somebody last week who's a writer for Brainstorm Brewery who enjoys my videos, and we were chatting and playing a little bit of Standard. So anyways, thanks for joining me tonight, guys, and I will see you next time.